Salam, Lalinda Jackson, back in the light of our Brazeera Cyber Network. This program is sponsored by Clay Beauty. Aren't we all? Anyway, um, it's quite interesting how some programs take a life of their own. And as you all know, I've been talking about a comet that is to arrive, or we're to see it for about 15, well, so it's supposed to arrive November 28th, and it's going to be clearly visible, and it's said to be 15 times brighter than the moon. So I did some thinking and recalling some information about a comet that was supposed to arrive at the time that the prophet born of a virgin is supposed to arrive, and there's supposed to be 2 eclipses at that time as well. Well, lo and behold, yes, there is an eclipse. There is the comet, the very bright comet, and we all know that when the prophet born of a virgin first came, there was a bright star, and that's how it was said the wise men were able to be aware of his birth. Also, there's to be 2 eclipses around the same time. So you can do your research and you can find out for yourself. However, I'm going to do some reading about this matter because it's very imperative to me, to us all actually. Okay. So, okay. Now, as I said, this program, the title is "Now That We Have Love, What Are We Going to Do with It?" I notice the more, more and more I am interacting outside, I see that people are becoming more and more sensitive and more compassionate toward one another, and I think that is just phenomenal. I think that we should all continue in that manner of behavior toward one another. I know I certainly am. I know I certainly got a great deal of, I feel a great deal of love when I am reading the posts all the time on Facebook, because they're always talking about love. And of course, we ladies, we love love, and men love giving love. So anyway, so as I said, for me, love is an action word. It describes action, momentum, okay? And as such, I do not have time to ponder the differences between our political differences, our philosophical ideologies, our school of spirituality, or their affiliations. I don't have time. We don't have time. I don't have time to ponder gender or age, one's age, or any nonsensical ism. Okay, or stereotypical ism. Okay, that fragments life. We just don't have time for it, and you will see why. I only have time to focus on the current state of affairs, as you will soon discover. So what do we do? No. So what do I believe to be the imperative state of affairs? Well, I've been talking about it, as I just spoke about it, since I became aware of it. By well-informed professionals and amateur astronomers, there is a comet headed toward the sun. Okay, November 28th is when we should all see it. It's going to circle the sun and stay in our solar system for until January 28th, where it goes back out into deep space, where I believe it possibly came from. Now, so which is quite auspicious because November 22nd is considered to be the time between, I believe it's Scorpio and Sagittarius. That's considered the middle of the universe or our solar system or something like that. But you got to do your research because it is the middle. And that's like a door. So if that's a door and the comet comes at that time, then logic says something is coming through the universal door, and we got to wonder who. Now, as I said, it is spoken that the prophet born of a virgin is to arrive. Okay, and I also got on this subject too because one of the posts was talking about how the prophet born of a virgin spoke Syrian Aramaic, and I was aware he spoke Aramaic. I just didn't know exactly what, where the region, what part of the region his dialect derived from, and Syria. Okay, and he's supposed to, in Islam, I am told, we are taught that he's going to come out of Syria. Okay, so as we said, now, so I would see, okay, so I would see that, around in that area, right between Scorpio, I believe, and Sagittarius, those constellations, is the door to our solar system. Now, there is also a planetary shift, okay, and that was spoken of by the Mayans, okay, and the planetary shift deals with the end of time, but it's not so much end of lifetime, it's end of age. Let's say, as you know, how you go from Pisces, the age of Pisces, to the age of Aquarius, to the age of Capricorn, and so forth. Well, it's the end of the age of Pisces, so now we're in the age of Aquarius, and I did a blog on that period, the beginning of the age of Aquarius, okay, and that's supposed to have a great significance on higher consciousness, the fifth dimension and all that. So, so that planetary shift, what it does, it's what's known as it's called the galactic plane. Okay, and on the galactic plane, what happens is our solar system, goes in and out of waves, in and up and down through the galactic plane. Okay, and when it makes a complete cycle through the galactic plane, as it gets closer to the galactic plane, there's a great gravitational pull, and it causes all of these disturbances in our solar system, to our stars, our planets, and our Earth, our moon, our sun. And if it does all of that to our moon, sun, and stars, think about what it does to us as physical beings, as physical energy beings, energetic beings, then naturally it's going to have an effect on our energy as well. Okay, so and that's what's causing a great deal of the weather changes. So it's very what is it? Cataclysmic. It's very cataclysmic. The weather changes, and I'm going to be posting a great deal of videos that demonstrate what the changes are. There's also this sound that's heard globally. Some believe it to be the trumpet. Now we all know, in the face of Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, it's taught, and maybe in others as well, because I don't know, in depth about other religions possibly as I should have. I'm going to take it on myself to learn, but now's not the time to deviate between, judging this one, that, or someone else. It's the time to assist one another. That's what I'm trying to get at, to unify. Now, as I said, so, and that happens, the planetary shift happens every I believe it's 24,000 years. So we're 2,400 years. You got to do the research, okay? But one thing I do know for sure, it's up. Okay? Now, so it says this shift disturbs the stability of the stars, planets, as I said, including the Earth. What occurs during the planetary shifts, our solar system moves above and below the galactic plane. Some have referred to it as the dark rift, because when it gets to the gravitational pull, toward closer to the plane, the gravity in that is so intense. And we got to remember, we have quasars out there, and if you want to look at what a quasar is, it's phenomenal, okay? And it possibly may have effects on those too. So if it has effects on something that powerful, okay, think about what it can do to little bitty, tiny, itsy bitsy us. Okay? Now, it will even affect the itsy bitsy spider. Okay? Now, so as our solar system, as I said, including the stars, gets closer to this gravitational field of the galactic plane, it can have cataclysmic effects on our entire solar system. In this case, our solar system is entering a new cycle, as I said. Now, a new age. Now, this change is going to come, okay, of the age of Aquarius. Whether we like it or not, there is nothing we can do to stop it. Some have said NASA wants to go out there and meet it with some type of nuclear missile or what. NASA, sit your ass down, because that ain't going to help. Okay, what's going to help is we work together, we solve these problems, and we get it together before it happens. We love one another. That's first and foremost. No division, no stereotypes, no racism, no none of that. We got to get rid of that, because we're supposed to be moving the age of Aquarius about a higher consciousness. Okay, now, so yeah, there's something out there, and there is something coming. Okay, there are, as I said, particular sounds heard around the world. Now, if all these events have an effect, as I said, on the stars and the sun, and the earth, I believe it's gonna, it's safe to say, it's definitely gonna have an effect on life on this planet. Now, we already see great environmental changes, pole shifts, meteorite showers, and that's, stated to be part of the effects of the change. Okay, we see weather changes, as said, okay, now, so all of this is intense energy, and we have to absorb this new energy influx, okay, and if we don't have it together, we're not based in prayer, okay, we're not stable in prayer, then this energy influx is going to knock us the fuck up off our rocker, okay? So we got to be based in prayer. Whatever your faith is, base it in prayer. Now's the time to pray, okay? Do your research. Now, don't just listen to me. Do your research. I mean, I've done this, yeah, for myself because I was interested in it. But then when I saw how the gravity of it, it was like, no, I got to share this. Okay, so now you may have not all okay. Now you may have not felt any effect of there was another one, a comet. It was called Elenan, and you may have not felt the effects of that. But believe me, I felt the effects. I felt that I saw people very, very afraid for no reason. Okay, and in fact, I even became afraid. Okay, because it was that energy, that force of energy, and you just don't know what's going on, the sensation of it. Okay, so now, and I observed, like I said, I observed the effects of Eleanor on others, based upon what I was sensing, not understanding what it was until I read. Now, it had, okay, as I said, it had effect on people. Now, so this comet is bigger than Elenon, so imagine what it's going to have. If it's doing that to the weather, imagine. And it's that far away right now. Like I said, it's supposed to be visible the 28th, okay, of November. So we better get our crap together. Okay, so as I said, it's had that intense infusion of energy will greatly affect man, consciously and subconsciously, mainly fear. Okay, because we don't know what's going on most of the time when we're in the dark. Okay, and something happens, even a little crack of something, it's like, what the fuck was that? We get scared. So if we're in the dark, and it's not the darkness as per se as, a dark age, no, it's a new beginning, so that it's bright. It's a bright beginning, yes, but it's dark as it relates to we don't know what's going on. Okay, so that's what makes it dark, and that's what makes it so frightening. I mean, those tsunamis and all of that is a result of what's going on out there, okay, above us. And it said the universe is greater than man, okay, so if it's affecting something greater than man, okay, then you know what to do. You know what you need to do, okay. So as I said, fear is not needed. Concern, yes, but fear, freaking no. Okay, so now, so we say, if we are properly prepared, regardless if we want it or not, it is going to happen. Not now, it can be, now, it can be the end of our world if we do with fear and hurt one another, okay? Or it can be, what was that? It can be the end of the world as we know it. It's definitely going to be the end of the world as we know it because our consciousness is going to be elevated, okay? And we could work together and make the best of it. We can make the best of it by preparing, okay, for this infusion, as I said, of energy. And with any infusion of energy, the consciousness elevates, okay? It really does. Now, so there will also be, as I said, 2 eclipses, 1 lunar and 1 solar, male and female. Okay? Now, so what concerns me about these events is the significance of what all of these may mean. And as I said, in my school of spirituality, Islam, I am taught prior to the return of the prophet born of a virgin, okay, prior to his return, there will be a comet and 2 eclipses in the same year. Okay, it is told there will come that this prophet will come out of Syria. Okay, so it was not so, as I said, it is not a surprise to me when I learned that he spoke Syrian Aramaic, the sister language of Arabic. Okay, now, so does that mean if we have no does that mean also if we have no Aramaic is no longer a language that is spoken, then possibly he may be speaking Arabic, okay? Because it's his sister language, you know? So, now, like Spanish and Latin, sister languages, you know. Now, as I said, now, I am further taught in Islam, my school of spirituality, that the trumpets will be blown. And as I said, there are major sounds going on around the world, and I will post that as well. On Fox News, I have a video. Fox News talks about the extinction of the dinosaurs and how it may have been a big comet. So I'm going to post that video as well. So now, as I said, the trumpets are sounding globally, possibly trumpets. I'm not saying they are, but there's a sound, okay, that we need to be aware of. So now, and that all that I'm stating is biblically stated in what is it called? Revelations as well. So about the return of the prophet, but not so much as, you know, the comets and all that, that's taught in Islam. But nonetheless, we understand that we both believe that he will return, okay? Now, so he is to return. So as well as, now, as I said, now, weather conditions are stated biblically, you know, and I believe we are in the time of tribulation. That is what I believe. Islam is told to be, there is told to be a great smoke that is to come up on the earth at that time as well. And that for people who believe, it wouldn't really bother them much. But for those who don't, well, we won't go there. But those who don't practice, you know, virtue, let's go that route. Okay, that smoke is going to bother them. That may be the smoke from the nuclear fumes from Fukushima. I'm not certain. I really don't know. But it's certainly something to look at. And that event happened as a result of an earthquake. Let's remember that. I believe it was an earthquake. But some natural disaster. Also, it's stated that when the earth does quake, it's because it's stated there's too much corruption on earth. Okay, and so we need to really look at ourselves and see how we can improve the planet, because when the prophet born of a virgin comes back, I don't think anybody would want to be at war. I really don't think that. I further don't think that we want to be hating one another. We need to just have, as he wanted, love in our souls and our hearts. Okay, so let me see, what else? Okay, now, while all of these events may indeed be frightening, they are not and will not be if we organize and love that we have manifested in ourselves as we're doing now. Okay, so humanity and the planet and all of the creation, we have to take care of everything, because, I mean, this is the Creator's home. Okay, well, it's not his home, but this is the Creator. The Creator owns this, okay? Allah, God, you know, or who you believe in. It's not man's doing. He don't own this, okay? So we have to take care of that. I remember I posted a video about the destruction of wildlife and all these kind of things, okay? We have to take care of that. We cannot continue to do that shit, okay? Now, so as I said, so the planet and all, we have to take care of all that. The worst thing we can be caught doing, should the prophet born of a virgin return, okay, is to be at war with anyone, okay, or fragmented our consciousness through hatred and prisms of hatred and discrimination and racism and all that negativity. We've got to eliminate it. We've got to come down with that. Okay, so now, we don't want to be divided through prisms of isms, okay? I cannot tell you how pleased I can't tell you how pleased I am that we did not go to war with Syria, or we might have been, threatening the prophet born of a virgin. We don't want to do that, okay? We don't want to be that kind of person, okay? Those kind of individuals that, possibly threaten the life of a prophet who's come to help us get through this very devastating time. Because I don't believe that Allah, God, would destroy this planet with his prophet on it. I just don't think so. I believe if he comes, he's coming to help us, to secure, to make sure that we're going to be calmed by his presence while we get through this tribulation, because it can be scary. Okay, now, as I said, so we don't want to be fragmented, and we don't want to be at war with nobody. So let's cancel that. Okay, so now it may have been the attack, because that may have been an attack on the virgin born of a prophet, as I said. Now, at this very sensitive, disturbing time, I do not want to get caught doing anything that goes against the Creator, or the virtue as told in in first and foremost mine, Islam, Christianity, or Judaism, or any of the Buddhism, or any of the schools of spirituality that teach basically the golden rule, and that is, treat others as you want to be treated. And any who seeks to maybe manipulate that, kind of distance yourself from those individuals. And I hope there will be none, because this time it may be separating the wheat from the tares, as it's foretold. Okay, so this is the time to learn tolerance and appreciate other men, women, and children, all life on the planet. So we will be in a do or die situation. Either we do, what is right, okay, by the earth, mankind, lifekind, or we perish. Okay, that's the bottom line. Look at what's going on now. Okay, can't continue. Okay, so now these total the total extent of all these cataclysmic changes are all not fully known. We don't know the degree, and we don't know how far it's going to go, and we don't know when it's going to stop. But one thing's for sure: if the prophet's coming, it's going to help us, and we need to pray. When, now, we need to start praying now and caring now, okay? So now, but I have stated, I do not want to be caught unloving my brother or sister. I do not want to be caught with hatred or malice in my soul, okay? That will be a poison. I don't want to be caught with racism. So I love everybody. I don't care where your continent, your motherland is. We are one planet, one man, one species, and among others, okay? And that's the way I want to maintain, okay? I do not want to be caught unloving, uncaring, or greedy. I don't want to be caught being greedy. I don't want to be incompassionate, empathetic. I do not want to be caught in the light practicing religious intolerance or bigotry or fear. And as I said, definitely do not want my loved ones at war with anyone. Okay? That is a big negative. Now, in fact, we should strive toward peace. Wherever there may be war, we should try to insist that there be brought peace to them. At least when he comes, we can be seen working toward peace. Wasn't it said, something are the peacemakers? You can finish that statement, because I know it's something good about the peacemakers. Okay? And we want to be seen, we want to be peacemakers. Okay? So, okay, now, we don't want to be at war, or the potential for war. Now, we cannot claim war makes peace. We can't claim war makes peace, so therefore blow them up and the world will be safer. No, that's stupid. We can't go there. Peace is peace. That means no one dying, okay? No one starving, no one hurt, okay? Now, because it does not. War does not bring peace. It brings more war. Okay, and sorrow and life. I don't want to see nobody dead. I don't want to see nobody dead in America. I don't want to see nobody dead in Africa. I don't want to see nobody dead in Asia. I don't want to see nobody dead other than natural causes. We got enough threats coming our way that we need to work toward getting through, surviving. Okay, now, and we must strive to restore this. We must strive to restore this planet, as I said. This being said, now that we got love, it is time to spread it all over the world. Whatever your spiritual teaching is, spread love. Because one person posted, within all the religions is a golden rule: treat others as you want to be treated. Okay, now, so you're going to treat others as you want to be treated. By the golden rule. Now, people as you want to be treated. Now, as others have, we said that as posted. Okay, good and will be treated. Okay, you treat me good and I treat you better. I've heard that. I've read that too. Okay, I read all of those postings and I love them. The very, very positive, the ones, the inspiring ones. I love them. I even read what the people say about the posting because I love them. Okay, so now we said that. Now, as others have posted, about, treat me good, I'll treat you better. Pray for the safety of all. Continue to discontinue the destruction of the planet as we imagine what the prophet born of a virgin will do if he comes back seeing that people are beating the seals upside the head, or all those fish dying, or the birds falling out of the air. What do you think he's going to do? What do you think he's going to say? You think he's going to love it and just turn the other cheek? I really don't think so. Would you turn the other cheek? No, you wouldn't. If you were divine person, you wouldn't turn the other cheek. You pray to your Creator to do something about it. And we must do something about it because we are the ones that are doing the problem. Okay? So, now, we can't expect him to turn the other cheek this time. Okay? Now do we actually think we can continue to destroy, Allah, God, or whoever, you believe in? Do you think we can continue to do this? That's not the golden rule. Okay? Now, and he is not going to do nothing about it, nor is he going to allow the prayers of his believers go unanswered. I don't think he's going to, people pray, oh, please give me peace. Oh, please, please, please. And he's just going to totally overlook that? I don't think so. Come on. Wake up. Okay? Think. Okay? Think tank. Use your think tank. Okay, now, I believe he's going to answer those prayers. Now, we know he'll answer the prophet's prayer. Okay? So we must strive to help one another and help this planet, before November, and the door is open and he steps through. Now, I believe we are a single race of people and we have the potential for a great future. Look at the great technology. I've seen some of it. And sustainable man, oh my gosh, he has so many beautiful things on there. We can do this. Okay? Now, the future. Okay, so we have great potential for a great future to live harmonious with our natural environment. But it is going to take all of us. If we cannot be drawn back to the past, or blame. We can't go blaming this one or blaming that one or blaming this or blaming that. No, the time for blame is over. It's time to do. We got to do. This is a crisis. Okay, and we're stuck on stupid. Okay, then the prophet's gonna come. Okay, and he's gonna wake us up. He's gonna wake us up out of stupid. Okay, now, so that is a negative, backward thinking to blame. It's no time to blame. Okay, the past is the past. Okay, so we need to focus on the situation. Okay, we're gonna break right here and go to 2 because I still have no more reading to do. So stop it right here.